Hi, it's Jeannie, the Spotted Chick, and welcome to the hen house. Today I was going to show you a little tutorial on my coloring with Copics, and I'm using this little Taylor Expression image from the Doctor's Orders set. So I want to show you how I do my coloring. Now I don't have any Copic background whatsoever. I've had no training, so this is strictly how I've more or less taught myself. Okay, so when I do my little cupcakes or when I color them, I typically always start with the cupcake liner. So, and to do that, I always typically do it like a toasted cupcake would look with the browns. So I use 3 different colors of browns, E53, E55, and E57. And I always start with my lightest color first. So I go take the E53 and I'm going to color the entire cupcake bottom with the E53. Trying my best not to go out of the lines, but if I do, it's okay. We usually can fix it, either with shading or in this particular case, I intend to cut this image out. So if I go out of the lines, it's not going to be too big of a deal, but I'll do my best to do it right. Although I am rushing a bit, so normally I would be a little bit more careful. Okay, so I go over the entire bottom with the lightest color. Okay, that's the doctor. Now let's move on to the little patient. And I'll do the same thing, avoiding the stethoscope there. Okay. Nice thing about Copics is you don't really, there's no marks being left as you're coloring. That's a really great thing about them. Okay, then I move on to my medium color, and that's E55. And what I do, and I do this just about on every color, or on, every area, is I flick. I start on the edge of the line, and I flick the lighter shade, or the darker shade, into the light. Kind of gives a, kind of a toasted cupcake look, too. Okay, then I go back over with my lighter color and blend the 2 colors together. Okay, and to finish the browns, I take the darkest color, E57, and I'm just going to go over these little indentations because I think they would be a little darker. Okay, now with the browns done, I'm going to move on to the bigger cupcake, and I want to do him in orange. So I'm going to use Yellow Red 00, Yellow Red 02, and Yellow Red 04. Again, taking my lightest color, I'm going to color the entire area of the larger cupcake with the Yellow Red 00. Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention was what I stamp with. The ink I use is Memento Tuxedo Black, and what I really like about it is that, well, of course, for one, it doesn't smear, and you can use it immediately afterwards. So as soon as you stamp your image, you can start coloring, which I like. So I don't like having to wait to use my image. Usually when I start to color, I want to color right now. I'm not patient. Okay, again, we're going to use that medium color, the medium Yellow Red 02. I did the outside flicking the same way, and then I'm blending the 2 colors together using the Yellow Red 00. And you can repeat this process as many times as you want to get the desired look and to get the desired darkness of shading that you like. And my darkest color being Yellow Red 04, I usually will go around just the edge, or the darkest edge, or any place I think there should be a shadow. So like underneath the cherry, I would put a little bit of a shadow, and then right along the edge. And going back with my lightest color, Yellow Red 00, I'm going to blend that line in to the middle. Okay, now with the oranges done, I'll move on to the second little cupcake, the patient. And I'm going to use 3 colors here, blue green 10, blue green 11, and blue green 13. Again, using the lightest of the 3 colors, I'll take the blue green 10 and go over the entire image, following it up with the medium, blue green 11, and again flicking from the outside edge towards the center and going back over with the lighter shade to the center, and then following up with the darkest shade, blue green 13, just around the edges. And taking the lightest shade once again and blending that shading in to the center. Okay. Now, to finish the cupcake themselves, I'm going to take and color the cherries with a red 14. I'll color the entire cherry with the red 14 and apply a little shading with R24 just on one side. Give it a little bit of a dimensional look. For the stethoscope, I actually have 2 colors, Violet 04 and Violet 09. I'll actually just hurry up and do the stethoscope with the lightest of the 2. And just barely applying the tip of the marker to the paper. I'm just barely touching it to get this line filled in. And I'll darken some of the shadow areas a little bit with the V09. And to finish the stethoscope, I'm going to use T1 and T3. T1 for the actual stethoscope itself, and then T3 for the center of the stethoscope, and also for these little earbud pieces here. Okay, that pretty much finishes up my image, except to do a little bit of highlighting for the cherry. I always use my my Uniball Signo white gel pen, and just rub off a little bit and get it going, and then I hit the cherry with a couple little glossy marks, and there you have it. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed my little tutorial today, and I hope to see you back in the hen house real soon. Until next time, you guys have a great day. Bye!